this video, I am going to tell you the action of insulin on the adipose tissue. Hey everyone, welcome back to HM Learnings. I am Harshita, the creator of HM Learnings, where students come to clear their concept and to get the study material. Make sure that you have subscribed my channel. You can also follow HM Learnings on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. We have also started uploading all our slides on website SlideShare. You can easily download and clip our slides from SlideShare. So we will start our today's topic, that is about how the insulin hormone is going to act on the adipose tissue, and it is going to influence the various actions, various processes which are happening inside the adipocyte. So this is one adipocyte and this is a blood circulation. So from the blood the insulin has came, and through the insulin receptor located on the adipocyte membrane it will act. So how it is going to act? There are 4 ways by it is going to influence the action of the adipocyte. First is that the action of the insulin on the adipocyte is that it is going to cause the translocation of the GLUT4 vesicles towards the membrane, towards the adipocyte membrane, so that more and more GLUT4 can be on the membrane, and as a result more and more glucose transport can take place. So here the glucose transport inside the adipocyte is basically the insulin dependent, because insulin is going to cause the activation or recruitment of the GLUT4 transporters from the vesicles. Then it is going to activate the process of the glycolysis by activating the key enzymes of the glycolysis. So the result of that is the acetylcholine. It is going to increase the activity of the pyruvate dehydrogenase as well. So acetylcholine now will go under the process of the lipogenesis, which will be get stimulated by increasing the expression of acetyl coenzyme carboxylase fatty acid synthase. So these enzymes will help in the process of the lipogenesis. So what happens is that the fatty acids which came out of the adipocytes inside the adipocyte, they will be incorporated with the alpha glycerol phosphate, which is formed as a result of glycolysis to form a triacyl glycerols, and this is called as a lipogenesis. Okay, now the third action of the insulin on the adipocyte is that it is going to increase the activity of the lipoprotein lipase. So lipoprotein lipase, this synthesis of the lipoprotein lipase occurs inside the adipocyte, so that synthesis get increased, and then this lipoprotein lipase will be translocated from the adipocyte into the circulation. Now after entering inside the circulation, it is going to convert the chylomicrons and the VLDL into the free fatty acids, and now this free fatty acids will enter inside the or diffuse across the membrane to enter inside the adipocyte, and as a result what will happen, there will be more and more free fatty acid uptake from the circulation, and more lipogenesis can take place. So as a result the plasma level of the free fatty acids will be get decreased. Okay, then the fourth action is that it is going to inhibit the action of the hormone sensitive lipase. So hormone sensitive lipase, what does it do? It is going to break inside, okay, the triacyl glycerols is going to break into fatty acids and the glycerol inside the adipocyte by the action of hormone sensitive lipase. So this action will be inhibited so that lipolysis can't take place. Okay, so these are the 4 actions of the insulin on the adipocyte. Just a short video, and this diagram is enough for you to answer that how adipose tissue will work under the influence of the insulin. So with this, we are at the end of this video. If you like this video, please like, share and comment, and let me know any video you want to do for you, and please ask your doubts in the comment section. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. You can check our slides on the SlideShare as well. Till then, keep learning.